Good morning, guys. I want to share with you something that I found today. Well, I found it a couple months ago, the first thing I'm going to show you, but the second thing we found really recently. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I want to share with you this. A couple months ago, I saw a hummingbird come and sit in there. And it was really hard because it was right by one of our big play structures in our yard. And so every time we came out to play, they would fly away. I just love the detail that is in there. That's a hummingbird nest. We found something recently, and I don't know how birds really make their nests. Sometimes taking a closer look at things might mean looking at other people who know how to do things, like a mentor. Sometimes it might mean asking questions. All I know is that when I was learning how to French braid my hair, it was one of the hardest things I had done as a kid. I think I started learning how to French braid around 6th or 7th grade. And that was because I fell asleep with gum in my mouth, and then the gum fell to my hair, and it was a terrible mess. But anyhow, I can French braid. I practiced on my dolls that I had. I tried to practice on my sister, but she wouldn't let me. And then it's different if you're braiding on someone else's head. Your hands are one way, but you can't do your hands that way when you braid your own hair. So you have to learn how to do it kind of backwards or upside down. And we have this really cool thing called an opposable thumb. Well, back to my other exploration. This is a nest that we found. It was just lying on the ground. It's actually the third nest that I found in my yard. I went back to look for the other nest because my hands were full, and then I think the gardeners came, and so that nest got destroyed. But this one, you can see there's all sorts of really neat sticks and twigs and leaves and different kinds of things. The inside there is actually a little bit softer, and it looks, it looks like some of the strings from our welcome mat. I saw upside down here, there's this string and cord. But they create this nest with their beaks, pulling the string and poking it in other holes. And I think that is just super amazing. I mean, it's pretty, I'm not being too rough with it, but it's pretty solid. I don't know, should we learn how to do basket weaving during the last part of this quarantine? That's the closest I can think of. So here we're learning about faith, and we're learning how to take a closer look at things. Sometimes that means just slowing down and noticing the detail of what's around us. Sometimes that means watching someone else and seeing how they do it. How do your parents live out their faith? How do your Sunday school teachers live out their faith? Watching and learning is pretty important. I've always learned best by doing. I'm a hands-on learner. So as I watch someone, I kind of copy what they do. And with my hair, that turned into a lot of knots sometimes that we had to comb out and start over again. So patience and slowing down will sometimes help with your focus. Oh, I just thought that was super cool. And it was just laying there on the ground. It kind of blends in. The one up here blends in unless you know where to look for it. I've been trimming the rest of the tree and leaving that spot open. What was really funny to me is when it was windy outside, this whole tree would just shake and shake, and it looked like they were on a roller coaster. So, hey, slow down, get a closer look at some things, and have fun exploring your faith by watching others who do their faith pretty good too. Guys, have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you over the weekend. Bye.